Hey guys, I'm Sean.
And I'm Erika. Valentine's Day is just around the corner.
And love and COVID are in the air. So we've been brainstorming on ways that we could spend Valentine's Day together, especially considering this is a very interesting iteration of the holiday that we're facing this year. And still, we figured that the most fun thing that you guys could do or share together is a meal, home cooked.
The recipe that we brainstormed and are going to share with you all today is simple enough that people who don't really cook or not familiar with cooking can get into it, and fairly open-ended enough that you can make it as creative and herby as you want.
This is my herb. I'm a broccoli. Broccoli isn't an herb. I'm a rosemary.
I am a cilantro. We thought of 3 French-inspired dishes based on this favorite movie of ours. Here are the 3 dishes that will round out this lovely romantic meal. Start off the meal, we got French onion soup.
Next, we have the lovely dish Ratatouille, as featured in our favorite movie.
And last but not least, we got chocolate mousse. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. First, peel and thinly slice your onions. Don't forget to wear goggles or chew gum.
Eyes.
Ow, our eyes.
In a sizable pot, add your chicken stock, rosemary, bay leaves, nutmeg, and a few garlic cloves, and allow this to simmer for at least 45 minutes. Traditionally, French onion soup actually uses beef broth, but we want this flavor to be a little lighter.
Set a large pot to medium heat and add onions. Allow them to slowly caramelize over time, occasionally stirring and making sure they do not burn. You'll know it's done when the color is deep, rich brown and you can see through the onions.
As your onions are cooking down, add a nub of Parmesan cheese to your broth.
When the onions have caramelized, add the flour and mix it in with onion.
Gotta make the soup nice and thick.
Deglaze with sherry.
Then, strain your broth and add it to the onions once your sherry has reduced by at least half.
Oh my god! Are you okay?
Yeah, what's up? I'm going to use a little bit of soy sauce to meat this up a little bit because I actually used chicken trotters to make this broth, so it's chicken broth. Beef broth is actually recommended, but in this case, that's what I had. So we're going to use a little bit of this to make it meaty.
Add salt and pepper to taste. Wow.
Not bad, right?
I didn't know onions can taste like that.
That's pretty good. Once seasoned to your liking, allow it to simmer for at least 30 minutes, allowing all of the flavors to meld together.
Now it's time to slice some French bread. Lay that bread down on a baking sheet covered with foil or parchment paper. Drizzle it with olive oil. Broil it at 450 degrees.
Use a ladle to add your soup to an oven-proof bowl. Top the soup with some shredded Gruyere cheese, and then add your toasted bread and then another layer of Gruyere cheese. Place in the oven and bake for at least 10 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or at least until the cheese is melted to your liking.
Garnish with finely chopped chives and serve while it's hot.
So first things first, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Chop eggplants and zucchinis longitudinally in 1-inch widths. chopped in quarters.
Place your eggplants on a baking sheet and drizzle with olive oil.
Put the baking sheet in the oven until it's cooked.
Don't burn yourself. Did you actually?
No, I didn't.
I was like, no. In the meantime, let's dice up some tomatoes and bell peppers. Then let's mince some garlic and then slice some onions along their grooves.
You'll know the eggplants are cooked when they're lightly brown and are a little soft to the touch.
Heat up a pan on a stovetop at medium-low heat. Add your olive oil and then saute some onions. When they start to become translucent, add some garlic, then your eggplant and your tomatoes. Followed then by your zucchini and bell peppers.
Look how colorful.
Add oregano, salt, black pepper. Don't forget to add fresh rosemary and stir it all up.
And to make this dish even more special, we added a bit of smoked paprika.
And let's put it back in the oven. Don't do what I did. I touched the pan when it's fresh out of the oven and it just really hurts. When you see that the vegetables are thoroughly cooked in the oven, take it out and put it on the stovetop. Sprinkle some chopped basil on there. And that's ratatouille for you. Cut the chocolate bar into shreds.
Boil a pot of hot water. Once the water is at a boiling roll, put the bowl over the pot. Add 100 milliliters or a quarter of the heavy whipping cream. Gently stir in the chocolate and cream until melted. Then set it aside and let it cool for at least 15 minutes.
Get your bowl and whisk out of the freezer. Begin whipping the remaining 300 milliliters of heavy cream. Keep whisking until soft peaks form.
Once the chocolate mixture is cooled, fold the chocolate into whipped cream. Gently fold until chocolate is evenly spread.
For contrasting flavor and texture, add a raspberry on top. And that's our 2-ingredient chocolate mousse. We made it. A little injury along the way, but it's all good.
She's a soldier.
Here it is, our budget-friendly romantic dinner. Let's taste test, shall we? Oh, I'm so excited for this. Here we go.
I finally got it.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2.
She spilled on me.
Another bite. Okay.
Don't spill on me.
Okay, how about we take turns? Like, you go first.
Okay. No, ladies first.
That is so sweet of you.
Erica's not gonna spill on me because she loves me.
Tasty.
This is it. You can really taste the sherry. The sherry has like a nutty flavor. It's so good. Plus, obviously, the nutmeg gives it a super nice almost peppery, aromatic flavor. That's what I love about French food. It's got like little treats in there for you. So good.
This is actually my first time having a French onion soup where we baked the soup with the bread and the cheese into the oven, and it's so worth it.
It's something meaty, and it's going to really beef up your soup. It's going to add to the color, and it's going to make it more enjoyable, thick, rich, beautiful. But this is fire. Ratatouille time.
Ratatouille! I was today years old when I learned that rat in Ratatouille's name is not Ratatouille.
Gotta get that base. Hey.
Okay, I'll let you go first. You go first.
Generally, I'll make it the way that you see it kind of in the movie, where it's more like a casserole. But this is good. It's got all the same flavors. It's got all the goodness. She's thinking about it. She's having the moment Igor's having.
Taken back to my childhood. What I really like about this ratatouille is that it's packed with flavor, and when you take that bite, it really spreads throughout your mouth, kind of like what happens in the movie. I think the unique thing that Sean added to this ratatouille is that he added some poblano peppers, so giving it a little different twist.
It's good. It's pretty easy. It's very cheap. It's completely vegetarian. Actually, it's vegan. It's vegan.
This is vegan, yeah.
Even better. This is super fire, a nice contrast. It tastes like, even though we just cooked it on the skillet and in the oven, it tastes like it's been cooked with like a wood fire grilled pizza. It's incredible.
It's got that smoky profile too.
It does. Do you know what we're gonna do now?
Desserts! My favorite part of the meal.
Erika's the dessert
Let's just move
queen.
this out of the way because dessert is about to take center stage.
Erika's the dessert queen. A berry for each.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is so good, especially I'm happy that you recommended the raspberry.
That makes me want to dance.
It's so easy to make. I was today years old when I learned how to do it, courtesy of Miss Dessert Queen over here. It's thick, it's voluptuous, it's smooth, and it's cheap.
All you really need is some dark chocolate and heavy whipped cream. As long as you have the patience for whipping the cream, it's rewarding to make. And the raspberry on top is chef's kiss. Another way to eat this is to put it in the refrigerator for 3 hours, if not overnight. The next day, it will have this thick, creamy texture.
Yeah, the colder the better with this. This is pretty airy right now. I mean, it's pretty airy, but it's still delicious. Mine.
Oh. We hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you learned a thing or two about cooking French cuisine on a good budget.
Yeah, not too bad, right? That's all we got for you today. Until next time, I'm Sean.
And I'm Erika.
Peace.